Did you know that just by changing the way you eat, not eating less, you can still lose belly fat 90% of the time? We eat not because we are hungry, but because of habit and emotion. And the amazing thing is you can manage your weight simply by learning to listen to yourself. Mindful eating, the simple secret to changing your body without pressure. Hi there. If you have ever tried all kinds of diets, told yourself tomorrow I will start again, and still failed, then this video is for you. Today I am not going to talk about cutting sugar or counting every calorie. I am not asking you to skip meals or force yourself to eat things you do not like. Instead, I want to tell you about something simple but very effective, something that helped me and many others lose weight naturally without feeling restricted. Mindful eating sounds simple, right? But it is exactly this simple thing that we often ignore. Why? Because we eat while watching TV, we eat while scrolling through our phones. We eat to release stress, to reward ourselves, or simply because food is in front of us. Have you ever finished a bowl of noodles or a bag of snacks and then thought, wait, when did I even eat that? That is when you ate without even realizing it, without being aware. And it is exactly this way of eating that makes us overeat, eat at the wrong times, and build up belly fat day after day without knowing why. First tip, eat slowly. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but really when you eat slowly, your brain has time to realize you are full. Your body needs about 20 minutes to send a signal of fullness to the brain. If you finish eating in 5 minutes, you will likely eat past that point without knowing instead of chewing. Quickly, to get back to work, try putting your chopsticks down after each bite. Try counting your chews maybe 15 to 20 times per bite, and most importantly, be fully present with your meal. It may seem like a small thing, but I promise it can change a lot. Next tip, eat when you are truly hungry. It sounds simple, but often we eat because we are sad, because we are tired, because we just argued with someone, or simply because it is time to eat. If you have ever opened the fridge not knowing what you are looking for, maybe what you are really looking for is emotion, not food. Next time before you eat, pause for a moment and ask yourself, am I really hungry? If it is not food, what am I needing right now? Maybe you just need a nap, a hug, or a few minutes to breathe. Being able to tell the difference between real hunger and emotional hunger is an incredibly important skill. It helps you take back control, helps. You see food as a companion, not an enemy, not a place to hide. Next tip, do not eat while doing other things. I used to eat lunch in front of my computer and dinner with my phone. And you know what happened. I could not even remember the taste of the food or how much I had eaten. So I kept eating, just one more bite and another. Eating unconsciously is like missing the very moment you are caring for your body. Try spending just 15 minutes only eating, no phone, no TV, no work. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, I know. But slowly eating will become more enjoyable. You will taste each flavor more clearly, and most of all, you will feel full earlier. Next tip, do not ban any food completely. This is the most important thing I learned after years of struggling with my weight. The more you ban something, the more you crave it, and when you mess up, you eat double. From just one bite, it turns into, well, I already failed, might as well finish it all. Have you ever done that? Instead of banning, make choices. Instead of saying, I cannot eat cake, say, I will have a little cake this weekend and I will enjoy it slowly. This mindset helped me let go of guilt. I eat what I like mindfully, and my body still changed in a positive way. At this point, you might be thinking this all sounds simple, but does it really work? And I understand that feeling. I used to doubt it too. But you know what it is, the simple things done consistently that take you far. You do not have to be perfect. Just be a little more mindful each day. Eat slower, listen to your body more. And you will see your body start to respond gently, steadily, and truly reset your eating habits without forcing yourself, a gentle way to make long-term changes. If you have ever tried to lose weight by forcing yourself to follow strict meal plans, you will understand one thing: losing weight is not the hard part, but maintaining a new lifestyle is what makes most people give up. And the main reason is because they force themselves instead of listening. So how do you move from eating unconsciously to eating mindfully without feeling pressure or suffocation? Let me share with you the simple things. I have applied things that seem gentle but were enough to change my habits for years. Next tip: start with just one meal a day. Do not try to change everything all at once. Instead of thinking, from today I will eat healthy from morning to night, just choose one meal, for example lunch. During that meal, try to eat more slowly. Avoid using your phone. Listen to your body to know when you are full. Enjoy each bite, even with food you often eat, but never really taste. Once you can do that with one meal, you will see it is not as hard as you imagined. Then you will want to do the same with dinner, then breakfast, slow but steady, and the important thing is that you do not feel exhausted. Next tip: turn mindful eating into a moment of enjoyment. Instead of thinking meals are tasks or challenges, turn them into moments to cherish yourself. I started by laying out a small tablecloth using my favorite dishes. Sitting properly as if eating at a quiet little restaurant, you will be surprised how this helps you slow down naturally. When you feel that your meal is worth it, you no longer rush to finish it. You do not need fancy things, just a comfortable atmosphere. Because a meal is not just about energy, it is a small ritual you give to yourself. Next tip: write down how you feel after eating. This is a small step, but incredibly important. After each meal, take 1 minute to ask yourself, how am I feeling? How is my body reacting? Am I really full or just bloated? Gradually you will notice some foods leave you feeling light and full. Others make you tired, sleepy, or even irritable. You can write it down or simply make a mental note. The important thing is learning to reconnect with your body. When you know what makes you feel well, you will choose it not out of pressure, but out of love for your body. Next tip: make better choices instead of perfect ones. Stop looking for the perfect weight loss food. Just choose something a little better than your old habit. For example, instead of drinking bubble tea every day, maybe switch to 3 times a week, then once a week. Instead of eating 3 bowls of rice, try 2 with more vegetables. Instead of skipping breakfast, try having a banana and some seeds to start the day gently. Little by little, day by day, you will see change without needing to push yourself too hard. You might be wondering, can such small changes really help reduce belly fat? The answer is yes. Losing belly fat does not come from one big decision. It comes from hundreds of small daily choices: eat or not eat, slow or fast, listen or ignore. When you eat mindfully, you are no longer fighting your body, you are working with it. And that is what makes the fat around your belly slowly fade, not through force, but through understanding, gentleness, and patience. How to control cravings and create a positive eating environment at home. Dear friend, if mindful eating is the key to natural weight loss, then controlling cravings is the door we need to open every day. Because honestly, we are not always hungry. Many times we just want to eat. Because the food looks good, because we are bored, or simply because we see it and suddenly crave it. I used to be like that all the time. Every time I went to the supermarket and saw a new snack, I would think, just a little taste. Whenever I felt sad just seeing a cake in the fridge, I would tell myself, eat a bit to feel better. But those little bites added up over time, and that is where the belly fat came from. Next tip: cravings usually do not last more than 10 minutes. This is an interesting fact I once read, and it turned out to be true. When you feel a craving coming on, look at the clock and set a 10-minute timer during those 10 minutes. Do not fight the feeling, just do something else. Take a walk around the house, drink a glass of water, wash your face, or even write down how you are feeling. You will see that a craving is like a wave. If you do not jump into it, it will pass on its own, and when it does, you may not even want that food anymore, or if you still do, you will eat less and do it more mindfully. Next tip, keep snacks out of sight. I am not saying you have to throw everything away, but do not leave them where you can see them easily. Our brains are very sensitive to visual cues. If we see it, we want it, and if we want it, we are more likely to give in. Try putting fresh fruit somewhere visible. Store sweets in high cabinets or in containers that are not transparent. Prepare healthy options in your fridge like nuts, pre-cut fruit, or plain yogurt. Environment shapes behavior. You do not need strong willpower, you just need an environment that makes healthy choices easier. Next tip, acknowledge instead of blaming yourself. I used to be the kind of person who always scolded myself after overeating. Why am I so weak? I just ruined all my progress again. But you know what? The more I blamed myself, the more I ate, because I felt guilty and wanted to soothe that feeling with food, until one day I changed the way I talked to myself. Instead of scolding, I learned to acknowledge. Yes, today I overate. I am tired. I need some rest. I will be more mindful in my next meal. And when I treated myself with kindness, something magical happened. I stopped eating to escape. I started eating to take care of myself. Remember, your body is listening to every word you say to yourself. Next tip, use a gentle reminder board. I have this small habit. Every morning I stick a note on the mirror or fridge with a soft message like, today, eat to nourish, not to escape. You do not need to be perfect, just be mindful. A meaningful meal is a step forward. These small reminders give me strength every time I read them. They remind me I am on a journey, and this journey needs patience and self-compassion, not pressure. At this point, you might realize losing weight is not about starving or restricting yourself forever. It is about reconnecting with yourself, from your body to your emotions. When you eat mindfully, you are not only changing your shape, you are changing the way you treat yourself, and that transformation will flow into how you live, how you work, how you love. Start your mindful eating journey today and keep your motivation every day, dear friend. We have walked through 3 parts together, understanding what mindful eating is, recognizing real hunger versus emotional hunger, and learning how to shape a positive eating environment and manage cravings. Now comes the final question. How do you begin and maintain this lifestyle in the long run? This is the hardest part, not because it requires perfection, but because we are easily pulled back into old habits. But trust me, once you start the right way, everything becomes lighter than you think. First step, choose one thing and do it every day for 7 days. Do not try to change everything. Pick one small thing that feels easiest and most familiar to you. For example, at every meal, I will put my phone down, I will eat more slowly and chew more, I will drink a glass of water before I eat. Repeat that action every day for 7 days. You do not have to do it perfectly, just do it mindfully. After a week, you will start to feel the difference, not just in your body, but in how you talk to yourself. Second step, forgive the imperfect days. There will be days when you eat too much, eat too fast, or eat just to release stress, and that is completely normal. What matters is not that you slipped, but how quickly you come back. You might overeat at night, but the next morning, you can still have a light breakfast and keep going on your journey. Do not let one slip be the reason you give up. Remember, losing weight with kindness, not with blame. Third step, have a companion. This journey will feel much warmer if you do not walk it alone. Share it with a friend, someone who also wants to change their lifestyle. You can eat slowly together. Try cooking a healthy meal over the weekend, or simply text each other, "Did you eat mindfully today?" This kind of connection will give you a lot more motivation, because deep down we are all learning to treat our bodies with more kindness. Final step, remember why you started. Ask yourself, why do you want to lose weight? Is it for your figure, for your health, to fit into that favorite outfit again, or simply to fall back in love with your body? Write that reason down, put it somewhere you can see every day. Because when you remember why you started, you will not give up so easily. And before we wrap up, I want you to remember this. You do not need to be a perfect version of yourself to be worthy of love. You are worthy even while you are still on the journey. Making mistakes, learning, growing every day, you do not need strict diets or pressure to lose belly fat. All you need is to start eating mindfully, listen to your body, and choose gentleness over force. And your body will gradually begin to change in the most natural and positive way. If you found these sharings helpful, please hit like so I know you are walking this path with me, and do not forget to subscribe for more videos about natural weight loss, self-love, and healthy living through the smallest things. You deserve a kind and sustainable journey starting with your very next meal.